Rwanda is a small country in sub-Saharan Africa dominated by a mountainous landscape surrounded by lakes with mild temperatures, dry and rainy seasons. Rwanda is densely populated with 11.2 million people who speak one national language, Kinyarwanda. Majority of the population lives in the countryside and makes their living from agriculture. Kigali, the capital city, has become a fast-growing hub for economy and trade. Today, Rwanda and its leaders driving the country with passionate ambition to overcome a disastrous event which divided the citizens and caused numerous victims. One way to reconcile the nation and recovering from bad governance was to create trust towards the leadership and establish equality amongst citizens with a national decentralization policy formed under President Paul Kagame in the year 2000. The Decentralization and Good Governance Program, in brief DGG of GIZ, the German corporation, has been implemented in joint collaboration with the Rwandan government. The overall objective of the program is to contribute to the national decentralization strategy.
We have these three intervention areas in our program. The one is service delivery. The improvement of service delivery is not possible if local administration and civil society and citizens are not working together. The next item is the active and efficient participation of citizens when it comes to governance at local level. We have established a partnership at local level between district administration, supervised by MINALOC, the Ministry of Local Governance, and civil society organization implied to organize participative budgeting dialogue platform between civil society at local level and local administration.
Public service delivery in Rwanda was lacking harmonization and accessibility for the citizens who needed to travel long distance to the capital city to access public services and submit their applications. The DGG program supported the Ministry of Local Government in developing a standard service charter which legally defined standards for citizens and public servants in the districts, how services are delivered in a timely, effective and efficient manner.
Les activités, les infrastructures, les services, la façon de donner des services s'est beaucoup améliorée dans cette période de décentralisation. Du fait qu'on a décentralisé même le personnel compétent, les objets, les moyens et d'autres. De telle sorte qu'il n'y a pas un citoyen qui est là et qui prend beaucoup de temps pour avoir un service ou pour avoir des choses nécessaires pour améliorer sa façon de vivre.
Capacity building was a key element of the DGG program to ensure that local government's administrative staff and management can deliver quality services for the citizens and implement the decentralization policy of the government.
GIZ has been supporting Ulrich in providing trainings for local government leaders, both technical and elected leaders. And considering the trend, it has been very, very positive. The perception survey in service delivery in local government has been increasingly significant. And if you look at the recent Rwanda governance scorecard in terms of service delivery, local government administration was ranked at about 85%. Yet in the past 2016, the delivery in service delivery for local government was ranking at about 68%. This is an increase of almost 20% in perception.
Citizen participation is an important driver of socio-economic change to foster citizen-oriented decision-making and public accountability. The DGG program supported the ability of districts to implement gender-sensitive participation in planning and monitoring. In partnership with civil society organizations like Transparency International Rwanda, mechanisms like suggestion boxes were developed to monitor public service delivery.
Yeah, when we talk about suggestion box, someone may think it's a simple tool. Yes, of course, it's a simple tool, but here Rwanda, in partnership with DGG, we have been able to set up volunteers, the committees called concerned citizen committees. Those volunteers are the drivers of change, and they are the ones who are supporting the citizens and encourage them to fill the questionnaires. Corruption and bad service delivery are interlinked. When you promote transparency, when you improve service delivery, you reduce corruption. In the sectors where our CCC and suggestion boxes are fixed, we have seen a great improvement in terms of delivering, because at the end they know that after a certain period there will be a kind of accountability.
Fiscal decentralization means shifting responsibilities for expenditure and revenues to lower levels of government. DGG program has supported the Ministry of Finance and Rwanda Revenue Authority with development of tools and guidelines to improve public finance management.
We've seen tremendous improvements since decentralization started, where we didn't have financial reports prepared by districts. We were able to prepare financial reports from each and every district. Later, we were able to start auditing them. When we audited, of course, like any other startup, we had so many issues to do with the public finance management law that we're not complying with. From then, we embarked on a number of reforms, including setting up of audit committees, training of councils, appointing internal auditors, and GIZ played a key role in providing funding for us to be able to train internal auditors and councillors.
The Decentralization and Good Governance program of GIZ gives his support to the Rwandan government to strengthen local service delivery, fiscal decentralization, and citizen-oriented local governance. Decentralization means not only administrative reforms, it has a civic dimension to bring citizens closer to public affairs, include them in decision-making processes, and create ownership. Rwandan children and youth shall grow up in a society which responds to people's aspirations, a society which is driven by respect, responsibility, and commitment to solve challenges on the path to progress.